To say thank you to all of you that have been subscribing to my channel. I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. You guys, you rock a lot. So today I'm going to be showing you how to cut a fringe skirt with a scuba material. So the basic things that we need is the tape, my tape, chalk, my ruler, and the measurement. So now let's start. Start by folding your fabrics into, so I'm going to be cutting a normal skirt. To start, you fold your fabrics into four, arrange it properly. Then I take my tape to measure the length. Measure it to the knee. It's actually 21. And make sure the width is okay. That is for the hip. I'm just trying to check if everything is okay before I start my actual measurement. So I put my ruler on top and rule the top part, that is the waist part. Then I measure 6 inches from the waist. I rule it. Rule. Again, I measure 8 inches from the waist. I rule it. Then I measure the knee length of the skirt, which is 21. I add allowance. You can add 2 inches, you can add 3 inches, but I'm gonna be adding 2. This is the upper part of the skirt. So now I'm gonna be drawing my curves. To get my waist measurement, when you measure your waist, you divide it into 4. I just want to check my book to get the actual measurement. The waist is actually 40, so I mark 10, that is 40 divided by 4, that's 10. I'll add 2 inches as my allowance. Then the hip, your hip measurement, you measure again and put it in between the 6 and the 8. You add 2 inches allowance to your measurement. You measure and divide your hip measurement, you divide it into 2. Then you make your curve. Then for the knee, you measure. Here I'm gonna be using 40. So I'll measure and add 1 inches allowance. To get the knee measurement, you can subtract 5 inches from the hip to get your knee measurement. You can separate 5, you can separate 4, depends on how tight you want it to be. Next, I'm gonna be using this one to cut another one. I'll use 1 inches for my zip allowance for the back part. This is my skirt. This is the back. So I'll open up the back and just put a little notch. That's for the zip, to know the part of the zip. So this is the skirt after it's been sewn. This is it. So this is the down part. Open up. So now I'm gonna be cutting the fringe. The fringes are usually flay, so you fold into 4 parts again, just like you are cutting a flay. The down part is actually 40. So I'm using length 6 to know where to draft my curve from. That's 40, 10 inches. That's for the round. For the upper part, then I'm using 7 inches. That's for the first layer of the fringe. Fringes are just like flay. So you cut it the same way you cut a flay. This is the first one, so I'm gonna be cutting another one. So to place the fringe, before you place, you actually get a lining and measure the width. That is the down part of your skirt, the measurement. This is 20. So I'm gonna be sewing the fringe on it like this. You actually sew it round. You place the second one on it and you sew. I'm actually gonna open it for you to see. You see the skirt. I'm actually gonna make 3. So I'm just showing you. So by the time I come back, uh, this is the lining. You open up your lining. This is the skirt. This is the down part of the skirt. You measure. Make sure you have the measurement of the knee part of the skirt. It's actually 20. So you make sure your lining is 20 inches. You can add a little bit of allowance to it. That's 20 inches. Then you open it up. Then you get your fringes and start placing like this. You take the first one. Let me check. Okay, this is actually the first one. you place it here at the down part of the lining, and you start sewing from here. You sew it along, and you can drag, you can pull it and sew it to the end. Sew it to this end, from this end to this end. You do the first one, then you take up the second one, you place on top. Make sure it's slapping each other. Make sure it's slapping, that the lining is not showing. You place on top, and you sew and draw. Then you take the third layer and do the same to it. You sew down. Then at the end, you can trim up the excess. Then when you are through, you join it on the side. And I'm going to my machine now. This is it now. As you can see, this is the 3-layer fringe. This is the top part of the lining, the excess part. So I'm gonna be taking my skirt. I'll put it like this, and you sew, you join it to it. See, really simple and easy. You just attach to it. This is the end part of the video, of the skirt, sorry. I hope you like this video. Please let me know by commenting